Good morning, class 7. Once again we meet and we will be continuing with our lesson, our constitution. You know, the last thing that I had told you in the previous chapter was that on 26th of November 1949, the Constitution of India was adopted. Alright, it was adopted and it was passed by the Constituent Assembly. Okay, adopted means हमने उसको adopt कर लिया, हमने उसको मान लिया. We all the Indians or all the people of the Constituent Assembly. और Constituent Assembly में कौन लोग थे? The people who the common people had chosen as their representatives. So ये सब लोग कौन थे? मतलब कॉमन लोगों के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स थे. इन्होंने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाया, सबसे पहले ड्राफ्ट किया. अब इन्होंने 26 नवंबर 1949 में इसको अडॉप्ट कर लिया और इसको पास भी कर दिया दैट दिस इज व्हाट वी वांट अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन टू बी लाइक. But it was on 26th of January 1950 that the constitution really came into being. That means पास तो तब हो गया था 26 नवंबर 1949 में, बट एक्चुअली कब एप्लीकेबल हुआ? 26 ऑफ जनवरी 1950 से जो हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है इट बिकेम एप्लीकेबल. ऑलराइट, इट बिकेम applicable for all of us too. It was enforced, I mean it was applicable, practically वो शुरू हो गया था. That means India became a republic. Now what do you mean by the word republic? Republic is a country who does not have to take permission from anybody else. It is an independent country and it has its own laws, it has its own things to follow. It will not take any permission from any outsider. Okay, so these are the two things that I have told you. Now when the constitution came into force, C. Gopalacharya, okay, he became the first Indian Governor General. C. Gopalacharya became the first Indian Governor General. पहला Indian जो Governor General बने वो C. Gopalacharya थे. Now and he replaced a British general, a British Indian Governor a British Governor General whose name was Mountbatten. So C. Gopalacharya replaced Lord Mountbatten and he was the first Indian Governor General. And Dr. Rajendra Prasad became the first President of India. Okay, so I have told you 4 things here. 26th November 1949, the constitution was kind of passed, but it did not come into force. But on 26th of January 1950, it came into force. Alright, it came into force. Then the first Indian Governor General was C. Gopalacharya, who replaced Lord Mountbatten. And Dr. Rajendra Prasad became the first president of independent India. Okay, so these are the things that I have told you. Now we are going to start a very important thing in civics, which is called as the preamble. What is the name of the topic now? Preamble. Spelling is Preamble. Preamble. Now preamble means an introduction to your constitution. Preamble means introduction to what? To the constitution. Alright. Now see, we sometimes give you an essay. Write a essay on your ideal could be ideal teacher or an ideal prime minister. So ideal means something which you should become like. So preamble, by making the preamble, we ask the government to think of what it is going to do by the rules and regulations that it has seen in the constitution that it has to follow. So preamble is something which kind of gives the government a way to lead the country, or it gives a direction for the government to follow. Okay, now preamble looks like this. Okay, this, and I will read it out to you. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity. Okay, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. So this little, these few lines, I will have to explain these lines to you one by one, and this is very important in civics because there are many words which are so new to you. All right, and I will explain all those words to you. So the first sentence of the preamble is, we the people of India. So what do we mean by that? Who are we? We are the common people, all the people who are Indians by birth, all right? So we, the people of India, we are the ones who have made this constitution. It's not that the government is meant to rule over us. We have given the power to the government to make this constitution. We gave this power to the Constituent Assembly. And who are we? We are the common people. We, the people of India, had given the power to the Constituent Assembly to frame this constitution for us. So never undermine that you are a common person. It is by the common people that the Constitution of India gets its power. All right, it's not the government, it's not the chief minister, it's not the ministers, MPs, MLAs, or the prime minister or the president who are all powerful. We are the people who have given them that power. All right, it means that the Constitution of India derives its power and authority from the people of the country, from the common people of the country. It indicates that the Constitution of India has been made by the people of India through their elected representatives in the Constituent Assembly. Okay, you remember what was the Constituent Assembly? Constituent Assembly were a group of people who were voted, who were made what they were by the people of India. And by the power of the people of India, we have made this preamble and this constitution. So we, the people of India, okay, we have given the power. Okay, now there is another word, sovereign. Okay, sovereign means, and the spelling of sovereign is S-O-V-E-R-E-I-G-N. The last, the word can be broken into two. R-E-I-G-N means reign. Okay, R-E-I-G-N means reign. And in history I've told you, reign means like a monarch or a king reigns. He rules the number of years that he is the king or the monarch, or okay, somebody who's governing. So sovereign means an independent authority. Okay, so the government has all the powers to deal with any subject without the interference of any other country. No other country can tell us that India, you have to do this, or India, you cannot do this. We are a sovereign. We are not a slave country, or we are not a colony under anybody anymore. And we are free to do what, of course, by the constitution, we are free to do what the country wishes to do. So we are a sovereign country, an independent country who can take independent decisions. All right. Now there is another word which means, the word is socialist. Okay, socialist means that in a country, all the people from all different backgrounds, rich, poor, coming from Jammu Kashmir, coming from Andaman Nicobar Island, or Rajasthan, or Mizoram, wherever, okay, economically and social equality is given in a country. That means that if I want to start up a business, nobody can stop me from doing so. So economically, if I want to do something, nobody can stop me from doing that. And social equality would mean, if I want to go to a temple, nobody can stop me. If I want to go to a mosque, nobody can stop me. If I want to go to any place, I want to go to a hotel, of course I'll have to pay for it. That's a different thing. But nobody can stop me from going anywhere in my country. So that's the meaning of socialist. Okay. Now there is another word which is secular. SECULAR. Secular means that I, as an Indian citizen, can practice any religion that I want to. If I am a Hindu, or if I am a Muslim, or if I am a Christian, Zoroastrian, Jain, Buddhist, whatever, Sikh, okay, I have the freedom to practice my religion. All right. And India is one of a very few countries in the world which does not have a state religion. We don't have a state religion. Many countries in Europe are Christian. They have Christianity as the state religion, and most of the Muslim countries have got Islam as their state religion. That means other religions are not given the freedom or the importance. But in India, we give religious freedom to every citizen of India. All right, that is what is meant by the word secular. Okay. Now, there is another word, democratic. Democratic means that, for example, in China, we don't have a democratic kind of a government. We have the government there does not allow you to express yourself. You cannot go against the government. Okay, it's a communist kind of a government. But what do you mean by democratic? Democratic or democracy means where you have the freedom to choose your own government. All right, you have the right to give the vote when you are 18 years of age and above. There is a thing called a universal adult franchise. Universal adult franchise means that you have, after 18 years of age, you have the right to vote to any political party that you wish to. Okay. So according to this principle, one man can give one vote, and there is no discrimination based on your gender, based on your religion, based on your social status, or how rich or how poor you are. So there is no discrimination in this. Now there is another word which is called as republic. Now republic, it means that in India we don't have a hereditary king or a hereditary queen. For example, in the United Kingdoms we have a hereditary queen. Queen Elizabeth is not given vote by the people of the country, but she is a hereditary monarch because her family had been ruling England. So till today, although they are just representing it at the moment now, but India does not have any queen or any king or any monarch as the head of the state. So this is the meaning of the word republic. Okay. So what all did I tell you? I told you about the adoption of our constitution. A very quick recap I will do. That means on 26th November 1949, the Constituent Assembly adopted and passed our constitution. But it came into force on 26th of January 1950, which we celebrate as the Republic Day. Then another thing I told you, C. Gopalacharya, he became the first Indian Governor General, and he replaced whom? Lord Mountbatten. Okay. Now, and Dr. Rajendra Prasad became the first President of independent India. Then I told you about the preamble. Preamble is the introduction to the Constitution. Okay, so you need to have an ideal of what you need to follow and how you need to be. So preamble is an ideal to the Constitution. Okay, and then I told you, I read the preamble. Okay, I will send you the picture of this preamble. And The first sentence of the preamble is we the people of India. So I told you the meaning of the word we the people of India means we were the people who made the Constituent Assembly, who chose our representatives, and it is those representatives who made the Constitution of India. So basically the Constitution of India has been given power by the common people, or we the people of India, the citizens of the India have given the power to the Constitution. Okay, now I told you about the sovereign. Sovereign means that India is an independent authority and no other country, government, or any other person, external USA or Australia or any other country cannot dictate terms to us. We are independent. So that means we are sovereign. Now there was another word, socialist. Socialist means economic and social equality. If I want to start a business, it's not that only Ratan Tata and Ambani's can start a business. If I have the capability and I have the capital, I can also do that. Nobody can stop me from going to any place in India. But of course I will have to spend money. Not that you want to go to Taj or Oberoi and you don't have the money to pay. Of course, that's a different thing. So in socialist, there are two keywords. Everybody is independent to have his or her own economic and social equality. Okay, economic, you can start up anything that you want to. Social, you can go to any place that you want to. And secular means that in India we don't have a state religion. We all can follow and profess and practice our own religious freedom is given in India. Okay, democratic means that the people of India govern themselves through elected representatives. What happens? For example, at the moment BJP is in power. So who has made BJP in power? It is we the people of India who voted for them, and they became our they are the ones who are in the government. So democratic means a government chosen by the people and for the people, and every person after they are 18 years of age, when they reach 18 years of age, they have the right to vote, which is called as universal adult franchise. What is the three words related to all who are allowed to vote after 18 years of age is universal adult franchise. Okay, and one person can only vote once, not that I can vote for 10 different people. Okay, not like that. And republic, I told you, where you don't have a hereditary king or queen, not that I belong to a royal family, so for generations and generations I am the one who will be the who will govern this country. It's not like that. It's a democratic setup. It is not and it is a republic setup. It is not a heredity of kings and queens who keep on becoming the masters or the monarchs of the nation. Okay, so these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things I have told you, and now I will give you certain questions. Please note those questions. If I don't remember had I given the second question or not. Okay, I'll give you all the questions. What is meant by a constitution? When was the Constitution of India adopted and passed? When did it come into force? Third question, what is a preamble? Which words were added to the preamble by the 42nd Amendment Act of 1976? This I did not tell you, and I'm telling you the answer, socialist. Okay, the term socialist refers to the economic and social equality in a country. This has been ensured in the Constitution of India by inserting the word socialist in the preamble by the Constitution 42nd Amendment Act of 1976. I told you the meaning of the word amendment. Amendment means to change. See, when they had made the Constitution in 1949 and then had applied into 1950, the word socialist was not there. But in 1976, they added the word socialist. So what was amended? What was more added? The word socialist was added. Okay. Now your fourth question is, explain the significance of the term secular in the preamble of the Indian Constitution. Significance means importance. Okay, you have to tell the importance of the word secular. Secular is something to do with religion, religious freedom. Okay, so how is it important? Okay, although all countries around the world should give this freedom, but they don't. All right, so how is it important for our country specifically? Two, I'll give you a hint. We have lots of diversity in our country. We don't belong to one group, we belong to different groups. So how is it important, or explain the significance of the term secular in the preamble of the Indian Constitution? Okay, so these are the 4 questions that you all are going to do today, and when the school reopens I need to see that in your notebooks. Goodbye. I hope you are understanding the lessons. If not, then listen to the video again and again, and I think you would be able to understand. Something that you don't understand, although I've tried to make you understand little words also, something which you don't catch, you can ask me on WhatsApp as well. Okay. Bye bye.